My dear child, please don't skip this. This is not just another message. It's a call from heaven. There's someone who loves you very, very much. And they're not on this earth anymore. But right now, they are closer to you than ever. They are beside you in spirit, watching over you, whispering your name in prayers you cannot hear with your ears, but your heart can feel it. You felt their absence. You've cried when no one was watching. And you've wished so badly just to speak to them once more. They heard you. Heaven heard you. And now they are reaching out through this moment. Please don't look away. They are saying you only have 3 minutes left to open your heart to something very important. Something they waited for. Even from the other side, this message is not ordinary. It's their voice. It's their energy moving through these words. They've seen you struggling. They've seen you holding back tears behind your smile. They've seen you pretending to be okay when your soul was tired. And they've been trying so hard to get your attention. Sometimes through signs, a song you suddenly hear, a fragrance in the air that reminds you of them. A dream that felt too real. These weren't accidents.
Dwayne Johnson was born on May 2, 1972, in Hayward, California, USA. He comes from a wrestling family. His father, Rocky Johnson, was a professional wrestler, and his maternal grandfather, Peter Maivia, was also a wrestling legend. Johnson's early life wasn't easy. His family often struggled financially, and he moved around frequently, living in different states and even in New Zealand for a time. As a teenager, Dwayne got into trouble with the law several times due to theft and fighting. However, he turned his life around through sports, especially football. He received a full scholarship to play football at the University of Miami, where he became part of the national championship winning team in 1991. Despite his talent, injuries hindered his professional football career. combination is powerful beyond anything this world can define. Do not run from this moment. Do not click away and pretend your heart wasn't touched. Let yourself feel this. Let the healing begin. You don't have to carry what you've been carrying anymore. The regrets, the memories that sting, the words you never got to say. Say them now. She hears you. I hear you. Heaven is not deaf to your pain. Heaven leans closer when you whisper her name. And even though she's not here in the body, her spirit is wrapped around yours like a prayer that never ends. She walks with you. She waits with you. And she will meet you again one day when it is time. Not as a stranger, but as the same mother whose love has never changed, only deepened. So my dear one, from this day forward, I want you to begin again. Not because she's gone, but because she's still with you in a different way. Let her love carry you into your next chapter. Let her voice be the reason you rise each morning with hope. Let her presence remind you that you come from love, and you are still surrounded by it even now, especially now. And know this, she is proud of you. So proud of how you keep trying, of how you love others, of how you've grown, of how you made it through storms that no one even saw. She sees all of it. And she stands beside me and says, "That's my baby." So let her voice echo inside you whenever doubt comes. Let her strength become yours when the road gets hard. And let this message be the start of something new. A release, a revelation, a reminder that heaven is not far and love never dies. You are loved. You are remembered. And you are never ever alone. Keep this with you, my child. Watch this again when the days feel heavy. And remember, she's been trying to contact you since yesterday. And today you finally heard her. And now that you've heard, everything is about to change. Let it all begin in love, in peace and faith. Now that your heart has opened even a little, now that your spirit is listening instead of running, I want to pour into you the truth that has waited patiently behind every tear you've cried, every sigh you've released into your pillow at night, every moment you stared at the sky and wondered if she could see you. Yes, she can. And more than see you, she is speaking life into your future every moment from heaven. Not in a whisper of farewell, but in a promise of continuation. She has been walking through the gardens of eternity with your name on her lips, telling the angel stories about you, remembering the smallest details. The way you used to smile when you were little, the way you used to come running into her arms when the world felt too big, the way you used to say her name like it was your only safe place. And even though the physical world has shifted, even though you've walked through seasons where her absence felt like a hole you couldn't climb out of, she's been there. You don't have to believe it with your mind. Just let your soul remember, because your soul knows her. Your soul has always known her presence. Even when the world told you to move on or be strong, she doesn't want you to move on. She wants you to move forward with her memory, her love, her wisdom flowing through your choices, your dreams, your future. She told me to remind you that you still carry her in the sound of your voice, in the shape of your laughter, that you are not alone, in the way your eyes soften when you care deeply for someone, that love has never stopped from her, and it never will. This is not now my precious your heart. Stay with me just a little longer because something holy is still happening in the spiritual realm. Your heart is slowly opening in places it once closed without warning. Skip. The parts of you that went silent the day you lost her are beginning to stir again. I noticed it. She noticed. Heaven sees it. This is why she has been trying to contact you. And this isn't something small. She didn't want another day to go by without this connection. This is the part where you begin to live again. Without not this divine moment of recognition between you and heaven, but as someone who has been touched by eternity wondered if she left heaven within them. So many times you questioned not if you could have done her voice faded from your ears, held her hand longer, just became louder, and told the world cannot. Tell my child they did everything they were meant to do with you in your them I was ready, carrying the pills on my left knowing love and turning them into something holy. Let it happen. Let yourself be made new. She wanted this for you. I want this for you, and you are ready. Let this be the day your heart believes again. Not in the past, but in what's still possible. Because my beloved child, the best chapters have not been written yet. But they will be. And she will be part of everyone. And as you carry these words into the hours ahead, into the corners of your life where no one else sees, let them rest not only in your heart, but in your very breath, because your breath is sacred now, filled with everything your mother has been trying to give you from the other side since the moment she left your arms and entered mine. She never stopped being your mother. Death didn't take that away. In fact, it made her love deeper, clearer, more powerful than anything tied to this world. She has become a whisper inside. Every breakthrough you didn't expect. Every moment of strength you didn't know you had. Every smile that broke through your sadness, when you thought you'd never smile again. She's been there. She's been part of the process. And today, this every moment, sunrise, you finally heard unexpected kindness, that changes everything. Every tear that turns into laughter today, that's her signature, that follow. Her reminder, her divine fingerprint has left between your world and hers. So you never forget that a love didn't doorway of the soul it where love can walk freely. And now that your heart is open, you'll feel that your spirit is tender and don't know. I can move even more freely in your life. You've allowed this moment to break something open, and heaven rejoices in that. This is how the healing begins. Not with big dramatic signs, but with stillness, with tears, with truth spoken straight into your soul. And now, from this place, watch what begins to unfold. Watch how your days begin to feel lighter. Watch how unexpected peace meets you in moments that used to feel unbearable. Watch how memories no longer sting, but sing. Because healing has begun. Heaven has moved. Your mother has spoken. And I, your God, have sealed it in your spirit so that not even darkness can take it away. Let this be the moment you always look back on and say, asterisk, that was the day everything changed. Asterisk, because it was. And I am not done. She is not done. And you, my child, you are just getting started. So now, my dear child, as you step forward from this sacred encounter, I ask you to do one thing. Not for me, not even for her, but for the beautiful soul I created you to be. Trust what you felt here. Don't let the noise of the world steal this quiet miracle. Don't let fear make you question the love that wrapped itself around your heart in these moments. This wasn't just emotion. This was eternity touching time. This was heaven brushing against your life like a breeze so soft it carried your mother's voice into the deepest part of you. The part that no one sees. The part that quietly aches in crowded rooms and lonely nights. That part of you has now been seen, touched, acknowledged by heaven. That ache has now been answered not with explanations but with presence. Her presence. My presence. The kind of presence that doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. The kind of presence that heals by simply being there. And it was here. It is here, and it will be with you in the days to come. So walk slowly, gently, and let the peace you feel now become your new rhythm. Let the tears you cried tonight water the soil of tomorrow's joy. because they weren't wasted. They weren't weakness. They were release. They were truth. They were the language of the heart when words are too small. And I heard everyone. I held everyone. And so did she. She saw your tears and said, "That's my baby finally letting it go. That's my child finally remembering that I never left." And she smiled. Not the way she used to on earth, but brighter, fuller, unburdened by time or pain. Because now she knows her message reached you. Now she knows you heard her. And that means more to her than you'll ever understand in this lifetime. And when the days come where you feel far from this moment, when the world feels heavy again and the silence tries to convince you it was all in your head, remember this. Love like hers never fades. Love like mine never ends. And this message wasn't a fleeting experience. It was a door you walked through, a door you can return to in your heart whenever you need. And you will need it. And that's okay because I'll be here again. She'll be here again. And together we'll keep reminding you who you are, where you come from, and who still walks beside you even now. Especially now. So go with this truth buried deep in your spirit. You are not alone. You never were. You never will be. Not when the wind blows. Not when the memories come. Not when you smile and don't know why. She is there. I am there. And now you are finally there too. Awake, open, alive in ways you weren't before this moment. That's the power of love. That's the promise of heaven. And that is the gift we placed in your heart tonight forever. And when tomorrow comes and the world returns to its usual pace, the cars passing outside, the voices calling your name, the responsibilities waiting in quiet corners, I want you to carry this stillness with you like a hidden treasure folded inside your chest. Because something eternal happened here. Something the world cannot understand and logic cannot measure. Heaven touched your heart, and your mother's love found its way back into your soul in a way you can no longer deny. You may not see it on your face, but your spirit is different now. It remembers. It knows. It has heard the voice of the one you lost. And in doing so, you've realized you were never truly separated. That love didn't vanish. It changed form. It became something more beautiful, more sacred, more alive. And though others may not understand the tears that fall from your eyes when you're alone, or the sudden peace that washes over you while walking in silence, you'll know. You'll know it's her. You'll know it's me. You'll know that this is not just the result of some emotional moment. It is the beginning of a relationship reborn.